What's up, crypto fam? Glorious day down here in San Diego, and I am live streaming today from Swami's Beach. Swami's is one of my favorite beaches. I come here quite a bit. Sometimes it has a little bit of a funky smell going on, but other than that, obviously gorgeous. And there's some great surf. I've witnessed by the many surfers you can see behind me. Looks like a lot of them are around the corner today, but there's a lot of surfers over there, as you can see. So I'm heading up these stairs, so expect me to get winded. Did my morning workout, did yoga, sprints, swam in the waves a little bit, washed off with the municipal recycled water. Gross. But now I'm all clean and exercised and ready for the day. And then of course I'm doing these last few steps too. Gorgeous out here though. Absolutely gorgeous. Swami's is a really cool place, really cool beach, and trying to get out of the wind noise here for a minute. So, the big news yesterday is that Shapeshift is moving to KYC, which means know your customer, which means IRS, big government, big business in your pocket. So Shapeshift effectively dead to me. And of course the big concern with Shapeshift moving to KYC is that those of us who use the Exodus wallet does all their exchanges through Shapeshift as well. So the big hopes are that Exodus wallet will find some way to do exchanges without Shapeshift, without KYC. Because otherwise, I'll have to quit using Exodus wallet. And as I said, Exodus wallet is pretty much the only app in the entire crypto space. It's easy to use, fun to use, and to take a degree in computer science. So I'm optimistic based on a post that my buddy Nino sent to me yesterday that Exodus will find a way to keep going without Shapeshift. So hopefully that is the case, but we'll see. And at any rate, it's definitely a tragedy for the overall crypto space that Shapeshift has bowed down to government and corporate pressure and decided to go the KYC route. That does make Shapeshift itself pretty much useless and pointless to myself and anybody else who cares about the privacy or the freedom of mankind in general. So, but again, hopefully Exodus, and an article that Exodus posted yesterday, they did claim that they had a way forward without Shapeshift, which would be good. I mean, maybe they've been testing atomic swaps and stuff like that already, in which case that'd be even better, because then we were talking about lower transaction fees for exchanges, faster exchanges, and better anonymity and privacy. I believe that's all part of the atomic swap package. So, but we'll see. Just don't know yet, do we? Yeah, back on the path of thinking about the overall market. Bitcoin's down a bit today. It's down about $400 from yesterday, and it's still within the Bollinger Bands. In fact, it kind of hit that Bollinger Band before it dropped back down, so that shouldn't be too much of a surprise for it to drop back down a little bit after that. Although, I mean, you know, obviously I think all of us are surprised how low Bitcoin is in September 2018. The fact that it's anywhere near $7,000 at this point proves that the market is definitely being manipulated. But you know what? All markets are manipulated. Almost all markets are almost always manipulated. So this is not really news, and it's not really worth mentioning. Every single market out there is manipulated. And I do have a design for a coin that is unmanipulatable. And I've actually been working on a rough draft of that white paper for a while now. We'll see if I'm able to bring that coin to fruition or not. Got to talk to my buddy, my programming buddy, see if he's still down to help me or not. I want to get the pretty surf there. I also want to get myself, but also my arm's getting tired. So, let's see. The sky's pretty good looking too. The sky, not the sky. Don't worry, I'm not confused about the one. So yeah, all markets are going to be manipulated by people of wealth. The simple fact is the whales are going to come in, and that's what we call people of wealth. When they're manipulating a market, we call them whales. The whales are going to come in, they're going to push the price up, push the price down, and while they're pushing the price up and down, they'll buy and sell accordingly, underselling themselves, overbuying themselves, etc., and being able to push the price around like that. And now, especially in the unregulated crypto market, you're seeing that being done with bots and in all manner of ways. So this isn't something we should be surprised about. The simple fact is whales are going to manipulate every single market, unless you have a coin that doesn't have unlimited distribution initially, which I do have an idea for that, and I do want to implement that coin into reality here at some point. And I have been working on that white paper, like I said, so we'll see. I got to talk to my programming buddy. That's one of the things I'm going to do today. Get a hold of one of my programmers, get a hold of one of my other partners, and say, hey, listen, let's just do this. You know what I mean? What's it going to take? I'm excited about the idea that there are, that the crypto is being used more now by kind of the general populace. Square, which is like one of the biggest remittance credit card transaction acceptors in the world. I mean, almost every coffee shop I go to is using the Square POS system, point of sale system. And the fact that Square is now going to be doing crypto, and they actually Bitcoin specifically they mentioned, is really big news. The fact that Bitcoin transactions are happening faster now after SegWit and with atomic swaps and everything else that's going on, I do see adoption starting to grow legitimately. Again, we are still in very, very early days. It's kind of insane that a Bitcoin isn't worth $1 million already. If the price gets anywhere near $6,000, you should absolutely be buying Bitcoin, since it costs almost $6,000 to mine a Bitcoin. So none of those miners are gonna sell for less than that, most likely, which means that the price will probably have a low end approaching $6,000, and I don't expect the price to get lower than that. That recent double bottom we saw, 5,900 both times. Not a surprise. That's exactly what we expect to see in this market, given the fact that it costs about $5,900 to mine a Bitcoin. So I am still excited about some other projects. Social Send had its first airdrop the other day. That's pretty cool. So if you're on the Social Send platform, if you got 10 Social Send in that wallet, then you will be receiving some cryptocurrency every time they add a new coin to the platform. The first airdrop was Linda Coin, and I can't remember how many Linda Coin I got in that airdrop. I think 40 or 50. Linda Coin is one that's there's a lot of Linda Coins out there, so the price of each coin is fairly low, and it takes a lot of Linda Coin to run a Linda Coin masternode. So 50 is not gonna get you there. But it is an exciting coin, an exciting project with a lot of exciting ideas behind it. I don't know how real Linda Coin is as far as actual implementation and use case right now. As far as I know, they might still be very much in the vaporware stage, as most of the market is. This isn't a huge criticism at this point. Although Social Send is clearly not vaporware. They have a working platform. They have Twitter Send working. They have the Discord Send working. And now they are adding other coins to the platform. Their Android wallet is great. Their Windows desktop wallet is great. I wish they had a native Linux desktop wallet, and I also wish their desktop wallet was a lot better. I don't think any of the desktop wallets are that great. I do think the Neutron one is pretty good. It's probably the leader right now as far as the desktop wallet goes. But the fact that the Exodus wallet has existed already for, I don't know, 2 years or more than 2 years, and that none of the private coins have even come close to approximating the functionality of the Exodus wallet, kind of shows you just, you know, again, how early we are in this space, how pathetic we are as a species at adopting new technology, how behind the curve of usability and user friendliness all IT things are at the moment, and certainly in the crypto space that's very true. I'm looking forward to that changing. I do think that the brakes have been applied a little bit by whales manipulating the market, by state agencies, the SEC, the government, IRS, and not just this government, but probably all governments, or maybe not all governments, but the majority of the governments. Any government that relies on printing their own fiat currency for revenue is going to be very hesitant to allow crypto to become involved in their economy, because it's a direct threat to the way that they are sustaining themselves right now, which is a form of extortion and theft from the populace, of course, as we know, because printing fiat currency is stealing from the populace. There's really no other way to define that, especially the way it's being done here in the United States, but that's largely the case in most countries in the world, not just here. So yeah, that's pretty much all the news that I got from yesterday that I thought was significant. I am a little bit concerned about you know, the fact that an agency such as Shapeshift can be manipulated and taken down by the government by, you know, bowing and kowtowing and going to KYC. That's definitely a disappointment. I think it should be a disappointment to anybody who's a fan of freedom, anonymity, privacy, open free markets, capitalism, just, I mean, you know, reality. So that's a bummer. But Exodus wallet says they've got a way forward without Shapeshift. I'm hoping it's Atomic Swaps. I'm hoping it's maybe their own decentralized exchange backend that utilizes Atomic Swaps, and hopefully they've got really big news for us. Last time I talked to support, they did mention that they were working on some kind of mobile app, maybe to be released in 2019, or that they'd be able to give us more news in 2019. It is already September, so 2019 is coming up. So again, big fan of Exodus wallet, big fan of Social Send, big fan of Bitcoin still, and very much looking forward to this space developing and growing with all of you. And let me know if you got something that you think is worth looking at. I will do some research and do it. I watched a great video last night about, it was kind of general investing advice, but he was specifically singling out crypto, and he was talking about the fact that 95% of people lose money when they're investing or playing the market because they are manipulated by their own emotions, and frequently their own emotions are manipulated by the news. So I'm not going to try and do that. There is a little bit of a downward trend right now in price, so if you did want to buy, it might make sense. Although again, you know, I don't give financial advice because I live in a draconian fascist state where giving financial advice on a public forum can somehow get you arrested or something. Not that I've heard of that happening, but enough people are saying I don't give financial advice, to apparently it must have happened to somebody at some point. So that's it for today, fam. Hope you all had a great day. It's beautiful down here in San Diego. I'm gonna go brush my hair and get some coffee and see what's going on in the rest of the world, and maybe do some other productive things today. All right, take it easy, internet fam. Hope you're having a great day.